Welcome to my Linux Tech Hub channel. Hello all. Today we are discussing the different types of file systems in Linux. Linux file system types. Linux supports various file system types, including Extension 4, XFS, and BTRFS, each offering different features like journaling, scalability, and snapshot capabilities. The importance of file systems in operating systems. File systems are fundamental to the operation of any computer system. They provide the means by which the operating system organizes and isolates data, ensuring that information is stored efficiently and securely. The ext4 file system. The ext4 file system is a fourth generation of the ext file system family. It was the default file system in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6.
The Extension 4 driver can read and write to Extension 2 and Extension 3 file systems, but the Extension 4 file system format is not compatible with Extension 2 and Extension 3 drivers. Extension 4 features: supported file system size up to 50 TB, extent-based metadata, delayed allocation, journal checksumming, large storage support. The XFS file system. XFS is a highly scalable, high-performance, robust, and mature 64-bit journaling file system that supports very large files and file systems on a single host. It is the default file system in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. XFS was originally developed in the early 1990s by SGI and has a long history of running on extremely large servers and storage arrays. The features of XFS: reliability, metadata journaling, which ensures file system integrity after a system crash by keeping a record of file system operations that can be replayed when the system is restarted and the file system remounted. Extensive runtime metadata consistency checking, scalable and fast repair utilities. Quota journaling. This avoids the need for lengthy quota consistency checks after a crash. Scalability and performance. Supported file system size up to 1024 TB. Ability to support a large number of concurrent operations. B-tree indexing for scalability of free space management.
Sophisticated metadata read-ahead algorithms optimizations for streaming video workloads. Allocation schemes. Extent-based allocation, stripe-aware allocation policies, delayed allocation, space pre-allocation, dynamically allocated in nodes. Other features: reflink-based file copies, tightly integrated backup and restore utilities, online defragmentation, online file system, growing comprehensive diagnostics capabilities. Comparison of XFS and Extension 4 metadata error behavior. In Extension 4, you can configure the behavior when the file system encounters metadata errors. The default behavior is to simply continue the operation. When XFS encounters an unrecoverable metadata error, it shuts down the file system and returns the EFS or RUPTD error. Quotas. In Extension 4, you can enable quotas when creating the file system or later on an existing file system. You can then configure the quota enforcement using a mount option. XFS quotas are not a remountable option. You must activate quotas on the initial mount. Running the quota check command on an XFS file system has no effect. The first time you turn on quota accounting, XFS checks quotas automatically. File System Resize XFS has no utility to reduce the size of a file system. You can only increase the size of an XFS file system. In comparison, Extension 4 supports both extending and reducing the size of a file system. Extension 4 features: general purpose, designed for everyday use on desktops, laptops, and servers with smaller files and workloads. New line. Journaling, supports journaling, which helps to ensure data integrity in case of crashes or power outages. File size limit, supports files up to 16 TB. XFS features: scalability. XFS scales to exabytes of data storage without significant performance degradation. Journaling, also supports journaling for data integrity. Integrated backup and recovery. XFS has integrated backup and recovery features, which Extension 4 does not. File size limit, supports files up to 500 TB. 64-bit file system. XFS is a 64-bit file system, meaning it can address larger amounts of storage than 32-bit file systems. Using LSBLK command. LSBLK displays block devices. When used with the F option, it prints file system type on partitions as well. LSBLK-F. Creating an XFS file system with mkfs.xfs.